Hey guys, so I did some of these last night, so I think I shall read some more tales from the Pokeplex. Oh, see, I added Five Nights at Freddy's with Pokemon. The Pizzaplex is now the Pokeplex. Haha, you clever person, you. So here is the Typhlosion story, and then this is the Ursaring one. I read the Slackoth one, Rapidash, Octillery, and then some weird one. Like, I am the god, ow, and you must defeat this giant and both. So, but yeah, Typhlosion. Here's literally a story about Typhlosion kidnapping a girl, gaslighting her, and then making her give birth to a half human, half Pokemon child. And then this is the Ursaring one. And these were all written by a person. Also, you can't see it, but oh, people are great. Okay, so this is 4 pages, so let's just start. Typhoon or Typhlosion. Relationship between humans and Pokemon slash human-like way of thinking. A long time ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear. Once upon a time, there was a village. I love how it starts all nice and sweet, like once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a village. One day, a girl from the village went into the mountains to collect some firewood. The girl found some dry, dead trees deep in the mountains. So she went deeper and deeper. So did that Typhlosion. When she woke up, the sun was setting and the girl had lost her way. Uh, there was a Takufu dropping all over the place, which made the girl feel uneasy. Then a man was seen washing up on the other side of the forest. The man's face was unlike any other man in the village, but he was very handsome. The man said, "You must be lost. I know the way down the mountains, but it will be midnight if you follow my footsteps. I'll bring you back tomorrow morning. So why don't you stay and rest at my place tonight?" The girl had no choice but to do as the man said. Well, she had a choice. The man took the girl's hand and started walking. As the sun was setting, we came to a large cave. We? Who's we? This is my house. You must be hungry. Wait for me. I'm trying to keep this to where I can keep it monetized. But this thing is just setting up so many jokes, so many comments. You must be hungry. You know, there's like a million and one things you could say for that, considering we know where the story is going. Saying this, the man went out into the cave, went out of the cave. A short time after the man left, a red light appeared in the distance on the mountain, and the sound of trees swaying could be heard. Soon the man returned with a large load of red nuts. At least they weren't blue. After I eat this, I'm going to sleep. If you wake up before me, don't look at me. When the girl woke up the next morning, the man was still asleep. The girl kept her promise to the man and continued to wait, but eventually fell asleep again. The girl was woken up by the man's voice. When she looked inside, the sun was already setting. Let's eat some green fruit today. Wait for me. Can I say anything about green fruit? No, I don't. I mean, maybe if someone's clever enough. And with that, he went out of the cave. A short time after the man left, a red light appeared in the distance on the mountain, and the sound of trees swaying could be heard. When the sun completely set, the man returned home bearing a large load of green nuts. The man said, "After I eat this, I'm going to sleep. Even if you wake up before me, don't look at me." The girl said that she wanted to go home quickly because her family was worried about her. The man yawned loudly and smacked the girl on the head. Why in the heck? The girl went then completely forgot her about wow, completely forgot about her family after being smacked on the head. They both ate the green fruit and fell asleep. The next day, the two of them woke up at the setting sun. As the sun was setting, the man went to gather nuts, and the two of them ate them and went back to sleep. Wow, sounds like a great life. Uh, as life continued like this, the girl eventually realized the man was a Bakufun. As winter approached, Bakufun dug deep into the cave and said to the girl, "Go and gather some firewood. Break off the top branches of the tallest trees you can find." The girl tried to do as the Bakuhun, it's Typhlosion, said, but she was afraid of tall trees, so she could only climb low ones. Again, too easy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. After collecting some branches and returning home, Typhlosion said, "No, we have to be on the higher branch, or else the humans will see us." As the snow began to fall, the two of them slept in the depth of the deepening hole. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? There was plenty of food. I woke up every now and then. Wait, what who is I? Is this is the person who wrote this self-inserting? Do they want to have sex with a Typhlosion? There was plenty of food. I woke up every now and then to eat and then to sleep again. One day the girl woke up to find a child in her arms. After several days and nights had passed, the girl woke up and the Typhlosion said, "Your father is looking for you, but you're my wife and I can't give you back. I have to fight him." God. The girl said, "Please stop. Please don't kill my father. How can I live with you after killing my family? You're a good person, so let's stay here and sleep." "Okay, I'll sleep here." Very simple-minded Typhlosion. The man nodded. The next night, Typhlosion woke the girl up and said, "Your father is nearby. Go and look outside." When the girl went outside, a snowstorm was blowing around her. She climbed a low tree and broke its branch. When they returned to the cave, Bakfufu was singing. I'm guessing Cyndaquil. Song that they've never heard before. "You have broken the branch. Your father will be here soon. Now I'm going to do something bad to your father. If you kill me, you can have my eyes, my voice, and my..." God, what is this crap? "Then I want you to build a fire where I was killed and let it burn. And I want you to sing this song until it burns out." The girl said, "Please stop. You're going to kill my father. Please stop. Let yourself be killed. Goodbye. We'll never meet again." With that said, Typhlosion went outside. After a while, a loud noise was heard, and the girl peeked outside. Then it was revealed that the girl's father had killed Typhlosion. The girl ran outside and told her father, "Your father killed your... your father killed your son. I have lived with him until now. He is my husband. Please give me your husband's eyes, heart, and voice." Is it... The girl built a fire out of the place where Typhlosion had been killed and poured her eyes, heart, and voice into the flame. And while I was burning out, I sang the song I learned. Again, here's I. So it's going from the girl to I. Did they forget that this was a story they were writing and instead, self-insert? Girl's father built a hut on the outskirts of the village and put the girl and her child in it. Eventually, spring came. The young men in the village often teased and abused the girl and her child. It got worse day by day, and at one point they tried to come over with the fur of a Tyrannosaurus. What? The girl returned. What? and complained to her parents. Tell the villagers not to make fun of us. I understand these are probably like badly translated. Um, if we wear those skins, we'll surely turn into Typhlosions. Even now, I'm half dead. Even though my parents tried to explain it, the people in the village would not listen. On the contrary, he became even more amused and covered the girl and child with Tyrannosaurus furs. Tyrannosaurus furs. The girl and the child had howled loudly, then disappeared into the depths of the forest. The two never returned. That's how people find out. Typhlosion is half human. Oh my god, that was a ride. That was a ride. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, this is. I'm assuming this is just poorly translated, but that's amazing. Oh my god, that is amazing. Um, yeah, this is the Ursaring. Up here was the Octillery one. Basically, some dude doing a pump and dump into a Octillery every day. Finds Octillery on the beach, pow, 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 throws it back into the water. Finds it the next day, bomb, 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 back into the water. He pumped and dumped Octillery. Okay. One day, as a young man was walking along the shore, he saw a group of people playing in the distance. They all held very large swords in their hand as they danced. The young man approached the people as he got closer. He saw the Sharpedo were playing along the beach. So is it people or Sharpedo? Sharpedo. When he tried to get even closer, the Sharpedo suddenly leaped into the water, into the sea all at once. However, one of the Sharpedo lingered, looking around 3 times before swimming away. Oh, it is windy out today. The spot where the Sharpedo had been playing, there was a large sword lying on the ground. It was a shape he had never seen before. It was very sharp and pointed, as swords tend to be. I mean, are swords not sharp and pointed? The young man took the sword home. The next day, the young man took the sword and went into the forest. While walking through the forest, he encountered an Ursaring. He tried slashing at the Ursaring's mouth with the sword, and the mouth was easily severed. Next, he stabbed at the Ursaring's eyes, which they were easily pierced. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to stab something's eyeballs. They're not made of steel, you know. Finally, the young man thrust the sword into Ursaring's chest, and the Ursaring died effortlessly. That day, the young man killed 30 Ursaring. Why? What? Who is writing these stories and why? After that, he always carried the sword with him, playing by injuring the Pokemon he encountered and cutting off parts of their body. One autumn, while the young man was searching for firewood, he lost his way. After walking for a while, he stumbled upon an Ursaring's den. Inside, there was an elderly Ursaring lying down. The elderly Ursaring looked at the young man, and said, "God, that dog's loud. Come inside." The young man hesitated. Turns out it wasn't a dog. It was Kira getting into a fight with one of the other cats that come around here sometimes. Where was I? Come inside. The young man hesitated, but as it was getting dark outside, he entered the den. Before long, people began to enter the den one after another, filling the room completely. Looking closer, he saw that all the people had scarred faces, and some were missing their eyes. They were chatting amongst themselves, but the young man ignored them and fell asleep. At one point, he woke up to find the elderly Ursaring lying beside him. And then it whispered, "Just accept it." He fell asleep again. When he awoke once more, there were many people around, talking about something. Again, the man ignored them and went back to sleep. When spring arrived, he stayed in there till spring. The elderly Ursaring spoke. Do you want to go home? Then I shall send you home. When you return, a Wailord will soon be found near the village. Go there. We will send a man. You must leave the sword behind and bring a witness. Why did you do such things, cutting faces and slicing off noses? The elderly Ursaring escorted the young man back to the village. Upon his return, the young man recounted everything that had happened to the villagers. The following morning, the young man took some villagers with him and headed to the shore. As they walked along the coast, they found a large Wailord. Nearby on the beach was a Teddiursa. When it noticed the young man, the Teddiursa hid in the forest, and a large Ursaring came out in its place. As the Ursaring charged at him, the young man tried to draw a sword he had hidden, but it got stuck. He couldn't pull. I think Ursaring probably had that same problem. But he couldn't pull it out, so he rushed at the Ursaring with his bare hands. The young man and the Ursaring grappled, punching each other's faces. They strangled each other with all their strength, and so they choked each other to death, collapsing one on top of the other. The villagers went back and told others what they had seen. I'm sorry, you're an Ursaring. You have claws. You have teeth. Why not use those? I'm pretty sure those massive freaking bear claws are no match against a human's tiny hands. So why did the Ursaring resort to choking this dude out when he could have just slashed him apart? But it's the vibe so far while reading these leaks. Cool cut content, beta sprites, behind the scenes info, finding out Pokemon devs are gooners and furries. This is AI, and you'll never convince me otherwise. How the hell does she confuse a Typhlosion with a human man? And why is he described as handsome? Was that her opinion of the was that opinion of the common opinion on how Typhlosion looks like? There's no way these are legit. This has got to be some freaking creepy pasta. Why are they slandering my goat? My goat Meganium and Feraligatr wouldn't do this. Typhlosion is based off Mushina, or Japanese badger, often depicted in Japanese folklore as a yokai with the ability to shapeshift into humans and deceive. This is Feraligatr propaganda. My Go Typhlosion would never attend a Diddy party. That's hilarious. Maybe it's a good idea if we don't get an adult Pokemon game, because that's nightmare fuel. I just want Megas back. I just want Megas back. Is all of this. Pokemon according to Game Freak leaks, yeah. Yeah. No, Typhlosion. So that's how the family of this was made. Fascinating. So basically, it's that one Hypno creepypasta, but the role is reversed with a Typhlosion. Yes. Oh, that's literally a Typhlosion kidnapping Game Freak. Not sure why people are surprised. It's a good thing I always preferred Feraligatr. Oh, Totodile. I mean, but it did my boy dirty. Typhlosion would never. Oh, Patrick, all the stuff written and drawn decades ago during game development but never released doesn't count as official canon. Oh yeah, I remember these. Oh, that game was so glitchy. Bueno. But yeah, yeah, some more. I know there's a whole list of them. There's some that aren't untitled, and one of them, some of them are by Flosion. I think there's a Tauros one, but I read some of them. Um, so it's a recent upload. So just go to my channel and just the recent uploads. Um, but some of this stuff is just sounding like you know poorly written, like edgy storytelling. They stabbed his eyes and they cut off his face and But most of these tend to be, oh yeah, the person is wandering in the woods and then gets essayed by a Pokemon and forced to have a child, or the dude is walking along the shore of the beach and finds an octillery and sticks his weenie in its mouth and just pump and dump and throws it back. It's like, and then the octillery is like, I have a child for you, and then he's like, oh, I rate it. But anyway, happy spooky month.